Citroen has been there in India for almost 5 years now, and in that period they have launched 4 products: C5 A-Cross, C3, EC3 and C3 A-Cross. But with all these models, they haven't been able to get that recognition and that response that a brand should get from their customers to establish themselves in the market. But Citroen is planning to bridge that gap and establish a better relation with Indian consumers with their new and fifth product, the Citroen Basalt. So what all Citroen is offering in terms of features, in terms of design and in terms of performance in this new SUV coupe, the Basalt. That's what I'm going to talk about in this video, and in the later part, of course, we will talk about the things that are then liked and the things that are liked about this Citroen Basalt. So without any delay, let's start the review. Now let's talk about the design first. What all do you get in terms of exterior in this SUV Coupe Basalt? So there is Citroen logo with chrome surroundings here in the center and a piano black grille over here, and there are piano black elements and chrome elements over here in the grille as well. And here you get the Foskett plate with the silver color, and over here gets the LED projector headlamps with the LED DRLs, Y-shaped DRLs over here in the front. So this is how this Basalt looks from the front end, and the overall design does look premium as well. Though you get the LED setup here in the headlamp and the DRL as well, but in the fog lamps there's halogen bulb, no DRL is offered over there. You get the 16-inch 205 section alloy wheels, and there's dual tone combination in the alloy wheels, silver and black combination, and there is Citroen logo center hub in the center, and you get cladding as well over here. And the ORVMs comes with the piano black touch. The Basalt gets the option of electrically adjustable ORVMs. There are a couple of dual tone combinations, one with this red and black, and there is one with the white and black. And the side profile is really looking good in terms of design as well. The tail light setup is not LED. You get the halogen bulb setup over here in the tail lamps. There's PureTech badging, Citroen logo in the center, and the Basalt badging. It gets 2 sensor and a reverse parking camera over here, and the same color combination in the rear bumper, body color black and silver, and the overall ground clearance is also really good. That's what you get in terms of exterior in this new SUV coupe Citroen Basalt. Now let's go inside, how the cabin feels and what all features are there in this new Citroen Basalt. Let's go and check that out. Now let's talk about the features and the overall cabin feel of the Citroen Basalt. So in the center you get the 10.5-inch infotainment screen with the Android Auto, Apple CarPlay wireless option, and there are some connected features as well, and this is the same screen that you get in the C3 A-Cross. And below that you get the automatic climate control option, USB-A charging point and a 12-volt socket, and there are separate trays to keep your phone when you're not charging it, and when you want to charge it there's an option of wireless charging as well. There are 2 cup holders over here, and there's some space to keep your stuff in the center as well. It comes with the slidable armrest. Moving towards the steering wheel and the instrument cluster, so it gets 7-inch fully digital instrument cluster, and the information that you get over here is the fuel gauge, temperature, trip meter, odometer, speedometer, gear indicator, and now there is reminder for all the seats that is there in the front row and the second row as well. The design of the dashboard is same as C3 A-Cross, plastic elements, some pattern over here, and there's combination of black, silver and beige in the dashboard, and some piano black elements surrounding the AC vents of this Citroen Basalt. In the seats you get the leather fabric combination, and the seats are looking good, but there are certain features I believe that are still missing in this Citroen Basalt. That is ventilated seats, automatic headlamp option, power seat at least for a driver, and a sunroof that is not there in this Basalt. But apart from that, the overall cabin looks neat, clean, and over here the right side you get the controls for auto on off, and to adjust the ORVMs you get the knob over here on the right side of this Citroen Basalt. So that is what you get in terms of cabin feel in the front row and in terms of features in this Basalt. Now how's the space in the second row and what all features are there in the Citroen Basalt's second row? Let's talk about that. Now the space here in the second row is good. You get enough leg room, thigh support is good, there's enough headroom, and there is one very unique and cool feature that Citroen is offering in the second row of this Basalt, that you can adjust the thigh support over here. So this thigh support can be adjusted. There are 3 levels of adjustment that is there to get a better thigh support according to your positioning in here at the rear seat. And the cabin does feel spacious, and the glass area is also good when you're sitting in the second row of this Basalt. Apart from that, you get the armrest with the 2 cup holders and some space to keep your stuff or maybe your mobile phone. And that is what Citroen is offering in the second row of this Citroen Basalt. Now the engine that it gets is 1.2 litre turbo and 1.2 litre naturally aspirated. And the variant that we have today with us is the 1.2 litre turbo with the 6-speed automatic option. Now how does it perform? Let's move forward and talk about that. I tested the 1.2 litre turbo petrol engine with 6-speed automatic variant of the Citroen Basalt, which generates around 108 bhp and 205 Nm of peak torque. The manual variant equipped with the same turbo engine produces the same power but with the torque of 190 Nm. In city drives, the engine provides sufficient power from the get-go, making it quite capable for urban conditions. On highways, it has enough power and torque to push the Basalt beyond triple digits without much effort. Overall, the Basalt's turbo engine delivers satisfactory performance. However, the engine could be more refined as it generates noticeable noise when pushed hard, detracting from an otherwise smooth driving experience. The Basalt, with an overall length of around 4300 mm, falls into the same category as Hyundai Creta and Kia Seltos. It offers decent space inside the cabin and a reasonably sized boot, making it practical for everyday use. The brakes provide precise bite during both city and highway drives, ensuring good stopping power. However, the handling could be improved as there is noticeable body roll and a lack of confidence when taking sharp turns. This detracts from the overall driving experience, particularly in more dynamic driving scenarios. One of the more positive aspects of the Citroen Basalt is the suspension setup, which offers a comfortable ride. The suspension is well tuned, providing a smooth experience whether driving in the city or on highways. Now let's talk about the things that I liked and the things that I didn't like about the Citroen Basalt. So let's start with the things that I didn't like about the Citroen Basalt. And the number one thing in that list are some missing features in this car. Ventilated seats, automatic headlamps, power seat at least for driver, sunroof, and a couple of other features that the competition will be offering in their car. So those are missing in this Basalt. And the second element that I didn't like about the car is the engine noise. Even though it's a petrol engine, but the NVH levels, I believe, could have been better. Now the third and final thing that I didn't like about the car is the bolstering that is there in the front seat, especially for the driver's seat. So that thing also could have been better. Now let's talk about the things that I liked about the Citroen Basalt. And the number one thing in that list is the overall design, especially the side profile, and this SUV coupe design is really looking good. The second element that I liked about the Citroen Basalt is the overall comfort that is there in the seat, and that very unique feature that is there in the second row of this Basalt is that you can adjust the thigh support for both rear passengers. That is something really cool. Now the third and final thing that I liked about the Citroen Basalt is the performance of 1.2 litre engine, and that is something where this Citroen Basalt will not disappoint you. In conclusion, my overall experience with the Citroen Basalt is a mix of positives and areas for improvement. While it has a good design, acceptable performance, and a comfortable ride, it falls short in some critical areas such as engine refinement and handling. The icing on the cake is that Citroen has launched this new Basalt SUV at a starting price of 8 lakh ex-showroom, which is incredibly tempting. While there are few missing features compared to the other cars in this segment, but I think this price point gives Citroen a real opportunity to make a mark in the Indian automobile market.